Hello and welcome to an amazing podcast. This is the Gunpla Wielder D.
This is Modi.
This is the iced coffee wielder, Matt.
Can you do that with this?
Why
That's
not?
an interesting
yeah,
take.
Can you do like a burger? Does the burger then regenerate or something? That's an answer I hope we get in the show.
See, okay, I think you could.
The moldier it gets, the more powerful it gets.
You know, you would have to wax it or freeze it in glass or something. But I think you could. That would be an interesting one, honestly.
I mean, I'd be down to see that.
And with that said, we are reviewing episodes X through 15 of Gachiakuta. What did you guys think?
The more we watch of this show, the more I'm enjoying it. I'm really loving this show.
Seriously?
It's just getting better.
Definitely.
Yeah.
You know, from last episode, I really want to be contrarian and hate this, but I've been enjoying it as well. I think it's pretty fun.
Same. I will say, though, Amo's backstory is a psychotic tonal shift for this.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a tonal shift. It's maybe it's like pushing the tone in the direction further in the direction it was already going, but I don't know if it's a
I disagree. Because,
yeah?
okay, here's the thing. I really like Amo as a character, right? And I think, in a vacuum, I think her whole, backstory with her Discord mod is very well done and very effective. And I think it was, something like... Yeah, he modded her Discord. But
okay.
I was going to say, if this was in, Chainsaw Man, Attack on Titan, or, Berserk or something, I think it works really well. But the fact that we just came from, this is a show where we just watched people get into a shit fight, them taking down a deranged claw kinker with, using a giant dream catcher. The fact that they just got done fighting giant mecha scorpions and had a party in a graffiti kingdom, and they literally solved the situation by trapping everyone in a giant string spool and then blasting them downwards. This was such a jump, especially with where the story went the literal episode afterwards.
What happened after? Wasn't that the restaurant episode, or what happened?
Yeah, that was
right after? Okay.
That was them in the restaurant, them going on a quick road trip, and them screaming at the doctor lady.
Mm-hmm. Well, okay, so I definitely felt, I was like, whoa, this got dark, right? Mm-hmm. This is really dark. But I didn't necessarily feel like it was jarring or it was out of place in the show necessarily. It was just oh, okay, so this is we're taking things to this level now, because I don't feel like there wasn't any tragedy and bad stuff and bad parts of human nature and all that portrayed in the show already. I feel like it just, at least for me, it just took it to another level.
I think it was a jump though, because I feel like everything okay, here's my thing. I think with the stuff prior to it, up to episode 15, this is a Saturday morning cartoon. This is a shonen ass shonen.
I think that's where I wouldn't consider this a Saturday morning cartoon even before that. Maybe that's just where we see it differently then.
Okay, here's the thing. I think the first 3 episodes very much weren't Saturday morning cartoon-esque, but as soon as they started introducing the cleaners and everything, I think it went that direction really fast.
Okay, yeah, I see that.
I'm a little bit torn about. I don't are they the way that Amo's dressed and the way that the kind of camera treats certain shots or whatever like that. It's I'm wondering what. Is the show trying to make you feel uncomfortable, or is it trying to make you feel that she's attractive, and then it's kind of weird at that point? I I think I would like to
I was
see her
wondering-
become more of a character after. Maybe we'll see her again. I would have liked to see other aspects of her, so we're not just like kind of like just doing tragedy. I don't want
For
to
the
say
sake of it, tragedy porn.
yeah, like kind of tragedy porn, for lack of a better word. Like just something that can like help develop her character afterwards. I hope she's not dead, which I don't think she is because they cut away from it. But I think if she died, we would have seen her get actually killed. But
If she wasn't in the opening, I would assume she was killed off.
I think they would.
I don't want to
it.
spoil,
Yeah.
but also I feel like Matt, you would know.
No,
But, okay,
I
it
haven't
doesn't
seen up to
matter.
episode 19. They haven't said what happened to her yet.
Yeah.
Are you sure? I'm pretty.
Well, like
Okay.
she's chained up in the opening. Like we see her like in a cage.
Oh, she's in the cage in the open. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I think I skipped the opening to get through it last time.
Maybe.
You
to just get
psychopath.
the. No, I had to watch the episodes before the we recorded.
But you could at least watched it once, man. Good lord.
Yeah, maybe later.
But I will say, like,
What was I gonna say? Oh,
You-
okay.
I will say, like,
Yeah.
reason why I think it was so effective though is because, like, with a lot of like shows like Demon Slayer in particular, like they give like characters these really over the top tragic backstories, but they don't really like inform the character like present all that much. Every single part of her personality like we've seen up to that point is fully informed by that backstory, and Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Dude, why
Yeah.
couldn't she just be like a wacky woohoo like manic pixie nightmare girl, okay? Why couldn't she just be like, oh yeah, my tragic backstory is my mom went for milk and that's it. She huffed too much garbage gas.
I guess they want to address some like dark realities of this world.
Which is
I know
weird.
Star Wars did a similar thing in Andor, where it's just like under like these systems, like sexual violence is like bound to happen, especially when a core theme of this show is like authority abusing those it considers like trash and subhuman.
Yeah.
So it does like fit in with the themes of the show. I'm just curious how much the show is like being necessarily respectful of it. I'm still not sure like what it was trying to. I think Modi, you're about to get into this, and I know we keep not letting you speak, but if you'd like to chime in now.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm curious about it too. I'm curious to see how it was done in the manga, since that's the original material. Because I agree with you that it's kind of weird that at the same time that they're showing us like her backstory when she got sexually assaulted, and then going back to present time, and they're like literally like showing her in fan service poses, right?
Yeah.
So it's just like, that's so weird. Why would you do that? The only explanation I could think is that the person who wrote that is just crude or dumb or doesn't care, right?
Yeah.
But I feel like that's, considering the fact that the author is a woman, I feel like that's much more unlikely,
I mean,
so that's why I'm really curious about what's going on, especially because I don't even necessarily think like her character design or the way she dresses necessarily is like the disturbing part when like paired with like the backstory she has. I think it's the way that it's portrayed, like in terms of the directing, like the shots that they choose to show.
Right.
It's like, why would you choose those shots? And so I feel like, because there's like a clear panty shot, I remember, right? And I was like,
yeah, you're right.
I cannot imagine that the author drew this in her manga.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, what happened here? You know what I mean?
Right, because like her outfit and everything makes sense with the context of her backstory, but like the panty shot, or like the gaze of the camera up until that point, not so much.
Yeah.
She definitely like fits an archetype too, and it's like again, like I don't know if they're doing that stuff to make the viewer feel like uncomfortable, be like, like why are you? But like I don't know how much of it is fan service, and I would like to see them round out her character more, which I think would change my mind ultimately on it. Unless like this is just a quick stop of like, hey, feel really bad and disgusted real quick, now let's move on, instead of like focusing on this like person as a character. But like additionally, actually I forgot what I was gonna say. You go on.
I feel really bad for her because like I kind of find it's kind of messed up that they adopted Rudo so easily, but they just left her.
I think they wanted to take her, but she was like, "Nah, I'm gonna chill here for a while, and then maybe we'll meet up later." Yeah.
Yeah, they implied that they were gonna go back to her, and Rudo's like clearly upset when he thinks that something happened to her. So like, I think they definitely intended to go back to her.
But like also once they found all that stuff out about her, they shouldn't have left that easily.
No,
like, come on, are you sure? Sure you don't want to come with us?
They should have really pushed it, and she should have really been resilient. And they're like, okay, we're gonna give you some space then.
Yeah. Also, I feel really bad because I was literally making Omni-Man memes in my head after Rudo like tried to encourage her to think with that last sequence. Like literally after that episode, I literally had the like Omni-Man think think meme in my head, and then I immedially was doing it again with like Engine saying like, think Rudo, think, how can we integrate someone if they have a head injury?
Well, because like I feel like there's some degree, like before you learn more about her, there's like a certain degree of kind of satisfaction or what's it called, like
whoa, you were satisfied with that?
No,
psycho.
As in like when she finally gets like beaten by the crew, and even when Rudo kind of like punches her, you're like, she's been like making these people live through awful experiences of like losing loved ones,
right?
So there's like a bit of like, we defeated the annoying like yandere girl type of thing, but then it's just like you kind of get hit with like, hey, yeah, people are like complicated and things happen to them, and no one's just like this broken for like no reason.
I love the moment where, like, after Rudo's done, like, the one cleaner guy's like, whoa, you can't hit a girl. You punched her like she was fat. Sorry.
I do, something that's interesting. I was listening to the English thing for a little bit, and I thought, oh my god, what am I doing here? And then I listened to the Japanese a dub, and it's funny because the English dub keeps mentioning, you can't hit that young adult. Stay away from that young adult. And the Japanese dub, the Japanese dub does not have that. So I think it's like kind of implied that she's like still like very young or like a minor. And I mean, this stuff has definitely been happening to her very young. So it's like even more of like a kind of messed up.
Wait. So
just,
wait. So they said you can't hit that young adult, not you can't hit that girl or woman.
No, they say girl in Japanese. I know. Young adult in English.
Okay, so in English they don't. It's not like attributed to like her gender.
That's interesting. I need to rewatch that because I didn't like. I heard like. I never got the vibe that she was supposed to be, like, an adult. I always got the vibe that she was, like, the same age as Rudo.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, too. So when they were saying young adult, I'm like, there's no way they say it in the Japanese. And I listened to a Japanese, like, yeah, they don't say it.
Wait, the part that I'm confused
I need to rewatch that, because, like, the way, like, because they're dub. I really like, I think the Gachiakuta dub is probably one of the more higher quality dubs in terms of translation.
Yeah.
Or at least, like, adaptations. So that would be really... I need to rewatch that, because that sounds awkward and hilarious as hell.
This is before they reveal her backstory, too. And I think they were priming, you Western audiences for, like, hey, like, all this other weird stuff we've been doing, don't worry, she's been... like an adult.
I would have laughed so hard if it was like the very start of like it's like the scene where she's screaming at the crow and her mother's just like, dang Amo, you are 18 years old, stop talking to crows.
Dude, Fire Emblem has scenes like that all the time. It's really funny.
Yeah.
Modi, you're gonna say something?
Yeah,
but it doesn't matter anymore.
Okay, that's fair.
You guys want to talk about the next episode now?
Sure.
Yes.
I was thinking like everything up. So I got up to the part where we see like Jabber's Bankai and everything.
His Bankai.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry,
okay.
what is his
When we see his super transformation, that's like kind of like a spider mecha thing.
Oh yeah, which probably looks cool. I like that.
Yeah.
It does.
Also, starting off, I really love the secretary character. She is awesome.
Oh my god, yeah, she's so cool.
I would love for her to beat some information out of me. Okay,
seriously?
Like, come on. I wish I was those guys raiding that building.
Are you kidding me? I would love to like ask her for information. Okay, I would ask her for directions any day of the week.
The anime is starting to figure out that there's multiple types of women you could do that are attractive. It's great.
I would say also the dub for her is really great too.
Okay, good.
Like I love like there was a really good line about like they did the whole like, oh man, you learned a 3-digit word. That's really impressive. Wait. Like the whole like her confronting like the marauders and that whole fight scene was just so good. Jeez Louise.
Yeah.
I really like how they just encounter the villains in the bar and they just like teleport them out. Like I like how like I called it kind of like as soon as he like went up to a bunch of strangers, just be like, yeah, my friends are like so bad at like, you know, keeping information or whatever. And he's like, yeah, that sucks. By the way, I'm the main bad guy, and just pulls them in. I like that scene. I like that like as an introduction for that guy as well.
I would also part of me kind of like I think I really like the main villain for this, but part of me thinks it would have been really freaking funny if like we see them in like the background and they're just shocked that they're like right there. Like you have a scene where they're just like looking back and forth to each other and they're just like, whoa, well, they're right there. Wow, they're really right there. Okay, like let's move this timetable up. Let's do this. I thought we were 5 months off from this plan.
Yeah, like quickly drop everything. Like, oh shit, we're doing this. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Another part about
like Jabber is just getting out of the shower.
Sorry, go on, Moody.
Yeah, I like that scene too, because I thought it was just hype when Rudo gets pulled in, and then like literally the moment something is off, they're all up, right?
Yeah,
and then Rudo gets pulled in, and they all just like grab onto him, and they all get pulled in. I thought that was just like so hype. I like that.
Seriously.
I
like the fact that like
yeah,
everyone is clearly laid back and like are like not like super or like you can tell like they'll like you I'm trying okay sorry let me rephrase this. I like the fact that they can depict these characters as being super laid back and super casual, but also have them be like, yeah, they know what they're doing. They have this planned ahead.
Yeah, although it was the Raiders who had planned ahead, but yeah.
But they were like the clean crew was really like ready for that kind of stuff.
They're always like ready to go like fight to the death for the people on their team. And I think it's like always respectable.
Yeah.
I also like the I like the whole the sewer grate like pothole thing.
Yeah.
As like a teleporting device. It's very
portal,
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and I
can't wait for her backstory. I'm sorry, I can't wait for her backstory.
I don't know if you got to it, but like there's like a scene where she's just like sitting around in the tunnels, like taking notes on each of the battles. And she's like, "What the fuck is he doing?" Were you introduced to everybody on the villain team?
Yes.
Okay.
So like I got to like the cowboy guy, the like fanboy, like senpai don't notice me character,
right.
Like electric hair lady.
Yeah.
I love the characters in this show so much. Good God.
They're very good. I like the cowboy guy. I like the conflict that they're having is different from. Again, they have like different conflicts for each of the characters, where it's not just like punching. Like they're just like talking it out, and I like the whole like boomer talk of like we're just a bunch of old guys talking about the youth or whatever, and the other guy's like, "Oh my god, am I really getting this?" I like I think I hated the baby guy at first, Deer, but I think I'm more I like how whenever there's like a shot, instantly Rudo and Deer like square up, and like Deer looks completely like unbothered by the whole situation. I just think it's kind of funny.
Question.
Yeah.
Of the Raiders, who's your favorite so far?
I'm gonna let Modi go first.
Jabber, and it's easy.
Yeah, same.
Jabber is. But the thing is, D, you don't know why I love Jabber so much just yet.
Yeah.
In 1 or 2 episodes, you'll realize. Well, maybe not. Maybe you won't see why it is specifically that I like. But like what he did in the next 2 episodes made me love this guy. He's the best. I know you hate him, Matt. Okay, you watched the sub this time, right? So did you change his opinion?
I'm starting to understand now. I've started to understand his appeal. Like I hated him like up until like the last time we saw him.
Okay, got you. Yeah, Jabber's my favorite. But I have to say I like all of them. I like the cowboy guy, and I also like really like what's his name? The leader, Zodo.
Yeah.
Typhon.
Yeah. I'm honestly, as it stands right now, I'm not even fully convinced he's like a bad guy.
Same.
I'm not fully convinced of that just yet, okay? So
something
I know he is technically, like literally, but like for me personally, morally, I don't even like. What is he actually doing wrong besides kidnapping Amo?
I mean, is that really a bad thing to do, though?
Well, was it implied that he's the one that visited Amo, or were those different people?
I think those are different people.
Those are different people? Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's different people. Yeah. Wait, okay, also, is that guy who visited Amo, the angel, is that also the one who killed, what's his name?
I think so. The mask was similar, or if I remember correctly.
Okay.
At least one of them did. I don't know. 2 of them went up and 1 didn't come back, which is interesting to me.
Okay.
Oh my god! Do you think one of them is Rudo's dad? One of the angels?
I was almost thinking Typhon was Rudo's dad for a second.
Me too.
Huh.
Maybe he could be.
It's going to be a Luke, I am your mother situation.
But I feel like there would be a more clear, maybe not, but I feel like there might be more clear similarities in terms of how they look if that was the case.
Yeah. Okay, follow-up question. Of the evil anime villain organizations we have come across in this podcast, how would you rank the Raiders? I think they're my favorite.
So far, my favorite.
Oh,
so
in the
far.
podcast? In the podcast, I would say, I don't know if this counts as within the podcast, but I would say the mafia in JoJo Part 5.
I didn't see that, so it doesn't count for me.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, they're probably my favorite group, but I would say these guys are pretty high up. They might be number 2 or 3.
I agree with that because I'm getting hit by a lot of like recency bias, especially because like I like their designs, I like their fighting styles, but I don't know, the mob and JoJo's, they are pretty S tier.
Yeah,
I was worried they would all be Jabber, and I guess Jabber's just like the freak, you know.
He's Mike.
I love everyone Jabber, else man. Is like much Jabber. More reasonable, and I like the first encounter we get of these guys is just like this insane, like Mahito level type of guys. I do find them more endearing than any of the other evil organizations we've watched.
Yeah. There's a scene that I really want to talk about, but it's past episode 15. Actually, it's not just the scene. It's like the fights. Like everything after episode 15 is so hyped to me, at least. Those fights are going to be so fun to talk about next time.
Modi, that moment with Rio was so funny. I laughed out loud.
Oh my god! Rio is so tough. Okay, wait a minute. You know what? Did I? Oh yeah, I know. We were talking about the Raiders. I said Jabber was my favorite of the Raiders. Maybe Rio might be my favorite of the cleaners. Right as of like right now, she might be my. She's so insane.
Zonka's pretty good too. Again, I did like how there's some interesting stuff that this show does, like different from other like characters and other stuff and other shonen anime like that make them kind of more unique to this show, and I greatly appreciate it, find it interesting. Another thing I find interesting is the cleaner raider, the cleaner's main leader, Corvus, is like so plain compared to everybody else. I wonder what his deal is.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's almost interesting how uninteresting he is, if that makes sense.
It makes him stand out all the more, and I think it really adds to him too.
Yeah,
Like, I like the idea that like in this like whole pack of like cackling hyenas, for lack of a better term, it's just this one lone wolf like calling all the shots.
yeah.
Yeah. I don't feel like he's wait, what was the word you used to describe him?
Boring.
Oh, okay. I don't feel like he's boring. I just
No, not boring. It's just he's like very unassuming and like normal, like comparatively to everybody else. Like, and I think that kind of makes him mysterious, if that makes sense.
I don't even necessarily get a normal vibe, but I agree with the second part of that, which is I get a mysterious vibe for sure.
Yeah,
which I like. But I feel like it's for me it's more of like the aura that I get from him is like someone who's like probably just really strong, and just is chill about it, pretty much.
How do we feel
But the
about,
day will come. When the day comes that we see him go all out, that's gonna be a great day.
How do you feel about Team Child? The three new characters we kind of knew.
Well, who are they again?
So Bro, Deer, and the which are the
Kaiju girl?
Yeah. And then the Kaiju
Yeah,
girl.
I don't know. Why are they like? Why did they create like their own sub team? Or like, is that? I don't understand that. Why?
There's a bunch of different sub teams. So the
okay, I see.
So like Rudo, Engine, and Zanka and Rio are on their own sub team. The big guy, Delman. Sorry, I have a list of the character names. I don't really.
I'm about to say you remembered the characters' names.
Yeah,
Good
I was
God.
like, wait a
Hold the
minute.
list up with me, okay? Delman and Tamsi, who are in the last arc. You know, the string guy and the guy with the like flowering, the big guy. They're on like Team Eager. And then you have like the supporter teams, which are like normies who like help out.
Yeah.
What's Engine's team's name?
Akuta.
Akuta. Okay.
Team Akuta.
Interesting. Okay. And why did we start talking about that again?
They're new characters that kind of
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You asked. You just asked about them.
Yeah.
I think. I like them, especially the one with the what's it called, the pacifier. He's also in Child, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I like him a lot. He's really funny.
I'm honestly like really enjoying the girl in the kaiju outfit too.
It's funny, because it feels like they forgot to pair her with someone. Like she just going
okay,
through.
So here's my. Oh wait, I was gonna give a prediction, but I was gonna give a prediction based on episode 19. Yeah. So never mind, forget that. But yeah, she's funny too. I like her. And then the big brother, he's also funny.
Yeah.
In his own way.
I don't want to spoil it, but Modi, I like Deer's power.
Oh yeah.
I like how they do that. I think that's interesting. It will set up some interesting moments if they do it.
But I feel like, and I don't want to continue too far because I don't want to leave D behind. But like, I feel like it's it needs though, as it stands, that power needs a nerf.
It does,
because
it definitely does.
If it actually just works the way it is straight up, then he's like a god pretty much,
Maybe there's like an upper limit based off of his personality, or maybe his energy level goes down or something. But
yeah, I would imagine something like that. Yeah.
Oh god, is he the Inumaki of this show?
You know what? I don't even think that's a terrible comparison. Yeah. What do you think about that?
Not power wise, but yes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, even his power, like if you think about how Inumaki's power works, like how it's like it's hard to get going, but if you get it going, it's like over, right? I feel like his power is similar to that in that way, you know?
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah. I mean, they're both like. I mean, Inumaki's very much like he's the nuke we have on the team, who's just like, if you know. But yeah.
Man, I miss Inumaki. Wow.
Yeah.
Listen, he lost an arm. He can't fight anymore.
I forgot what did he do in the Shibuya arc?
I don't think he did. He was on the train, wasn't he?
Yeah.
I think he was on the train.
He got his arm cut off.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, that's true.
But wasn't that like off screen? He got his arm cut off or something.
Yeah,
but also, I mean, he doesn't need his arm. Technically,
that's true.
Right? So.
Yes, he does. His arm is so important to his power. You can't talk without an arm.
Oh man, I miss Toto as well. That was his name, right? The
yeah.
Jennifer Lawrence.
I think season 3 is coming out next year.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm honestly not looking forward to it. I'm really not.
I mean, if they do a different direction than what they did if it's like another Shibuya arc, it's gonna be a struggle. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a good thing we have Gachiakuta then.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Man, there's so much stuff. There's so much cool stuff that happens in the next 4 episodes, D, that I definitely am curious about your
I can't wait to see his reaction.
Yeah, because they're pretty interesting.
In that case, you want to go to final verdicts and do it and slap a to be continued on this one?
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
So, final verdicts for me. I'm going to say great, close to masterpiece. A lot of good animation, a lot of good world building, a lot of good story, a lot of good music, a lot of good character moments, and outside of like my issues of the massive tonal shift, I think everything was really dang good.
Okay. I pretty much agree with all of that, except I wouldn't put it quite as high as great or masterpiece. I would say it's like solidly good. So I would probably give it like a 7.5. And the thing that's keeping it from an 8 is just the fact that I don't really like the setting in general, like just the atmosphere. But that's like not necessarily a fault of the show. That's just like a personal preference. But honestly, everything else about the show is just, I mean, everything is solid. I don't have anything like really any critiques, honestly. The only reason it's not like a perfect for me is just because it's, you know, for something to be like a 9 or a 10 for me, it just has to scratch like certain itches.
Right.
But I think it's solid, great show. Yeah, I'll give it 7.5 so far.
Nice.
I'm normally annoyed with these like type of arcs because they're like cool and like on their own, but like they're normally kind of like, I don't know, kind of slop content of just like let's see characters fight and use their powers. But I think this show finds a lot of great ways to make it interesting and fresh and like unique or like interesting that like other shows don't do. And even if it does do it, it does like pretty dang well. The art in this show is, needless to say, it's like really cool. I like the art style in this, especially on some of the character designs. And there's like a lot of the annoyances I have are like every other show, but like it's not really a big deal. So I'm giving this a peak. This is a peak show.
Nice.
Probably I probably like stuff like Denidan better still, but like it's pretty like for like what it's doing, it's like doing it very well.
Nice.
Okay, and I'm gonna actually adjust my score up to an 8. And so all right, so that's it. Thank you for watching our review of Gachiakuta episodes 12 through 15. Come back next time when we will review
everything
probably
else.
Sanda. Yeah, everything else. But we will return back to Gachiakuta. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye.